Don't you just love it when you record entire videos without turning on the microphone? I love it. So let's do this again, shall we? Success is an interesting topic because there's no real definition as to what success is. This is simply because everyone looks for something a little different out of life, and the only really shared interest when it comes to success is obviously having great hair. I mean, everyone knows that better hair leads to a more successful life, and that's why BluMaan is dropping a combo kit, ladies and gents. For a limited time, we've created a combo kit that targets the needs of people with thick hair or coarse hair by teaming up two of our best-selling products, Original by BluMaan and Cavalier Clay by BluMaan, along with my 4-step video guide to dealing with thick hair and making thick and coarse hair look great. Original by BluMaan is an amazing pre-styler that provides the foundation that thick hair really needs to get under control. Then Cavalier, of course, is the ultimate product to tame thick hair and give it amazing texture. So these two teamed up together, it's like the ultimate dream team. Original and Cavalier in the combo kit are going for $35, so you'll be saving yourself a couple bucks as opposed to buying them separately. Plus, in the combo kit, you'll be getting my 4-step guide to dealing with thick hair, making it look great. So if you want to check out this combo kit for yourself, you want any more information, that is the first link in the description. Feel free to check it out. So having a strong hair game, that is of course step number 1 to having a more successful life, but you may be surprised to hear is a little bit more involved. Today I wanted to talk about 5 steps to start living a more successful life, but I think in order to do that, it's important to have a bit of a definition as to what success is. A lot of people say that the meaning of life is to be happy, or I'll be successful when I'm living a happy life. And I actually think that this is a fairly dangerous mentality to have for a couple reasons. First of all, happiness isn't really a trackable measurement, and that's mainly because happiness isn't sustainable. The only reason we can recognize what happy feels like is because we know what sad feels like. With any emotion, you need that counter emotion to recognize what emotional state you're even in. And that's why measuring success based on happiness doesn't really work. I think a much better and healthier measurement of success is through a sense of fulfillment. And this is actually step number 1. Actively making choices that lead you down a fulfilling path in life, so knowing that you actually are important, that you actually do matter, whether you're an asset in your job environment or you have a loving family that relies on you either emotionally and or financially. And just to expand on that financial aspect, a successful person should be able to take care of themselves without financially relying on others.
No.
And more than that, should be able to live a comfortable life without constantly having to worry where money is going to come from. So step number 1 is seek a fulfilling life rather than basing success on an emotion such as happiness. Also make some money. And number 2, something that every single person can start doing today, that's saving money, even if it's just a little bit at first. Being mindful when you spend money is one of the first steps to success. A common theme amongst some of the most financially successful people out there is how mindful they were and how strategic they were with their savings, especially back before they had a lot of money. See, people like to correlate rich people with heavy spending. But more often than not, rich guys are some of the most mindful when it comes to spending their money. So setting up a separate savings account is something that I would recommend every guy to do. Having a dedicated place to put a certain amount of money every month, it's a surefire way of actually saving some money rather than reaching the end of the month and just kind of guessing how much you saved. Have a dedicated place, start saving some money. That's the first step. I guess this is step number 2. Second step to a successful life. Number 3, by far the most important factor that leads to a more successful life, and that is fully understanding that everything fully relies on you. If you don't put in the work, if you don't follow through with promises, if you don't commit to projects, if you leave work unfinished, and then you wonder, why haven't you made it? That's because you are being your own roadblock. What really gets under my skin is when I hear people say,
you know, I wish that I had as much money as this person. I wish I could travel the world like this person. I wish that I had as big of a house as this person.
But those same people who are wishing all those things aren't doing nearly as much work or putting in nearly as much effort as the people they're talking about. See, successful people have come to understand that there is no cheat code to life, except the lottery, which you're probably not gonna win. They understand that waiting for something to happen simply doesn't work. So many guys just try and wait for their moment to come rather than going out and creating their moment. You need to understand that success stems from your mentality and your actions, no one else's. It's all on you. Number 4 is push boundaries. Don't allow yourself to stay comfortable for too long because you'll find yourself starting to remain stagnant. If you don't try something different to what you're used to, you won't develop new skills. You won't bring new ideas to life. And in return, this limits growth as a person. For example, I've become really comfortable at talking in front of a camera. If you look back to my first videos compared to now, pretty big difference, and that's because I've done something that I wasn't used to enough, so now it feels second nature. On the other hand, when it comes to like public speaking, for example, that is something that is still pretty scary to me. Even though I can talk comfortably in front of a camera, as soon as there's a real life crowd, that's a different story. So that's an example for me, something that I'm trying to improve at, whether it be through face-to-face interviews or press releases, something where a real human is involved other than a camera. That's something that I'm working on developing for myself. Put yourself in front of uncomfortable situations, because the more you do this, the more you'll grow. Number 5, this is the final one and also very key, and that is do something you love rather than something that just pays the bills. If you're simply working a job that you have no passion for, there's very little chance that you will ever progress within that career. And that's mainly because you don't really care about it. People who move up in their workplace are people who are clearly excited about what they do. These are people who actually enjoy their work. It's not so much a job to them as it is a passion. And now, of course, I understand that it's not always possible to simply start doing what you love and making some money from it at the same time. But if you look for opportunities outside of your normal work hours, for example, starting a project on the side that you love, that you're passionate about, you're gonna eventually start to create opportunities for yourself. And guys, that's what I have for you today. You know, I feel like I'm still on this journey of creating a life for myself where I get fulfillment from it. I'm not saying I've made it. I don't even feel like I'm near there, but I am on that path. I'm on that journey. That's where I want to be. And that's an excellent place for everyone to start. Success doesn't happen overnight. It's something that you got to work towards on a daily basis. And as soon as you start to understand that success is attainable for you based on your own actions, it's going to happen for you. It's just a matter of time. It's something you got to put the work in, something that, you know, I'm putting the work in, the whole BluMaan team put in the work in to just get bigger and better. With that said, guys, if you do want to check out the combo kit that we've got going for a limited time, Original, Cavalier, and my 4-step guide to dealing with thick hair, making it look better, that is the first link in the description down below. Hope you found this video, you know, informative and that it helps you out. And I'll see everybody next time.